We had a phase of the Delta variant. Now, some experts are saying that we need to decentralize information. And like I stated earlier on, we're governed in bits and pieces. So you have the religious body, you have orientation and what have you. What is
National
the level of orientation agency? Yeah. So my question is, what information are we putting? How much have we driven? Because we need to hear this campaign. We need to see
of government.
Of government.
Queen Naomi Ogunwusi, as she is called, yesterday put out a statement announcing a divorce from the Ooni of Ife. This apparently is a third marriage to the Ooni of Ife that has failed or crashed. She put out a very, very interesting statement on social media, which was a really calm statement, basically thanking God for the time that they've been together, for the 3 years that they've shared together, for their child, her son, that she bore for him. And of course, also dispelling the rumors, saying that it has nothing to do with the emergence of a new queen or, the prophet grief persons. And she says, I had this
response from the king himself. It's another one. And some people would say it's because he's highly placed. I mean, that's a king. You don't expect him to come out and talk about this in public. But I've also seen, the fact that elders are saying they are trying to reconcile. So how do you even reconcile if there was not a problem? And other quarters are also saying from, the palace, the report saying that they are not in the know of the separation. As a matter of fact, that the king was actually putting out some special gift. This is Christmas, and so he's putting out special gifts. They are not in the know of the separation. Now, you have other quarters also saying she had already moved out of the house, and those who are trying to reconcile her, what happened when she was going through a lot. Exactly what I was going to say.
Space and her own happiness as priority, and she wasn't finding happiness, according to that letter. She probably wasn't.
It's like you have mentioned, we have no idea what's really going on, whether or not they are separated, especially when we have not heard from, the Oba himself. And so the fact that you want to have to reconcile an individual who says, you know what, I'm taking a work because I think I can't continue, and for whatever reason.
I remember when the marriage before hers also, fell apart. There was also these same conversations. A lot of people made their own insinuations and stuff like that. But we wish Queen Naomi and, of course, the Ooni of Ife the very best. Breakfast has been served.
But we're not sure about that.
Moving away from that, we're going to go back to talking just a little bit about health, such things alone.
And that has been...
It will, they've continued to work over time, and every now and then...
No, but maybe we need to take a break.
Yeah.
We're dealing with a lot right now.
Especially in China.
We need to just take a break about... Because sometimes I think that too much information can also be, a huge problem, can cause a serious problem. And so, like you are saying, and every other person, can we please leave it alone and just take a break? Let's just deal with, the COVID-19, the Delta variant, and the Omicron that we have, and maybe, another variant might just pop up in 2022.
And that's the fear. If you look at, like you said, look at the response from every single person, almost every single person who saw this story. They said pretty much the same thing. I'm not sure what archaeologists are looking for. I'm not sure what you guys have been digging through. But at this point in the world's history, leave these things. And so...
And then we get to